what you would do as regards debt, what you would do about, would you remove subsidy?
It depends on subsidy on what.
No, we have subsidy of fuel that this country spends so much money to sustain.
You can't, it's not sustainable because one is, let me tell you, the subsidy itself is fraud. Because the quantum of consumption in which you are subsiding is not it has not been verified. It's not something that you can say. There's no way we can consume that quantity in an unproductive country. There's no production to support that quantity of consumption. So it's fraud. So you have to deal with it. If you deal with it, it might not be that much. And then you ask yourself, so and the removal of subsidy, you have to offer something. So you don't just remove. The reason why people are apprehensive and reject the removal of subsidy, that they're not getting anything enough. That's why you have to go to other countries and see what they're doing. You don't just stay here and be on your own. And when somebody wants to learn, say, oh, he's going to learn. The world has been changed by learning. Chinese people came to America, went to their schools, learned what they were doing, went to China, implement, so it's other countries of the world. Whether it's Indonesia, Malaysia, Ghana, everywhere, they do it by learning. The Egyptians too learned. So we must learn.
Okay, so there are a lot of...
The issue about this subsidy thing that he's highlighting is, to us in Nigeria, the reason why everybody is so adamant that subsidy this, subsidy that, is we see this subsidy thing as one of the only ways we even benefit from the country. Because once then, if they don't do subsidy and they remove the money, how are we benefiting from all that money they are making from petroleum? How is the average citizen benefiting? If you still want to remove the subsidy and then make fuel costs expensive, how are we benefiting from the country as a whole? Because the thing is, this money you are getting from fuel, you are not doing anything in the country. You go to Lokoja Road, it is basically designed to kill you. Thousands of roads in Abuja, in Nigeria, are the same way. Healthcare systems are not on point. ASU is on strike. So what are you using the money you are making from petroleum for if you say you still want to even remove the subsidy and keep more money? So that is the point. The average Nigerian is agitating against that because this is one of the only things we even look at. Oh, if you still make this situation worse, then where are we going to? Waiting with again. You still want to make fuel costs when everything is terrible. But if other things are aligned properly, if you remove subsidy and say you are using the money for the subsidy to build a refinery, and we see a refinery that is live and active within 1 year, within 2 years, producing fuel, will that not counterbalance and reduce the fuel price? Why is the fuel price high in the first instance? It is because we have no production, like he is saying. There is no production here. We are always focused on import. So if there is no production, how then are you going to now remove the subsidy? What are you using it for? And like he said, subsidy itself is a scam. We know, because that is how most systems function in Nigeria. You allocate a massive amount of money to do this, and then they distribute among themselves.
So problems in Nigeria as we speak. Insecurity is another one. The agitations in the east talk about IPOB, killings in the east, insecurity in every part of the country. This month alone, Nigeria has lost thousands of people to insecurity. What would you do to stop this level of insecurity? The church killings in Owo. In fact, it was only Friday we had a mass burial for the victim of the church killings in Owo. What would you do? What's going to be your plan to stop this insecurity?
I've condemned all killings in all parts of Nigeria, especially what happened in Owo. It is unacceptable in a modern society today. It should not be allowed, and it must not happen. And I can tell you, if the government is decisive on insecurity, they will deal with it. These are part of the things you ask yourself, what are other people doing? It is not impossible to deal with. And I've said it before. You force insecurity by 2 means. One, the same thing with the issue of all this agitation. You can bundle all of them together. The accumulating effect of leadership failure over the years. to deal with it, you have to be decisive. You deal with it, there's natural security, which is ensuring that you start pulling people out of poverty. You find the more you pull people out of poverty, the more you reduce criminality.
So how will you create that wealth? That's what a lot of people are asking.
That's why I'm
Production.
saying supporting small businesses. Supporting small businesses, again from my studies, even from what that's what it is, comes from you providing power. A lot of small businesses need power to fund.
That is what I said in the previous video. Power. Give Nigerians power. Power. See, one of the ways Nigeria has been kept in poverty over these years is explained by the fact that over 60 years we can only produce 3,000 extra megawatts. If you give Nigerians power, spend 1 whole year of your presidency to fix power, and you are halfway done to fixing Nigeria.
So you do that, and like I said, I can say comfortably sitting here that I know what they did, I know how to get it.
So you're going to solve power problem in 5 years once you get in?
I said, fine. I'm not going to waste everybody's time. This is a Sunday. Every day I pray my rosary. What I ask God is, if you know I'm not going to solve this, start solving this problem. Don't allow me to get there. If I get there, Rufai, that was my prayers when I went to Anambra State. God put me here to solve this problem. And when I got there, everywhere, villages I went, there are no road, no bridge, short road and bridge. Connected everywhere. So,
case in point, power just went off. So, you can see case in point, what we're explaining. Just as I was trying to do the video, NEPA just took light, and I had to send someone to go on the gen. So, this is what we're saying.
Anybody can say anything, but I'm just telling you that I took education from number 26 to number 1. In here, you can see it, there was no single school of nursing, school of midwifery that was accredited the day I went, when I started. But when I left, I was leaving office, school of midwifery, school of nursing, EN hospital was accredited. School of midwifery was assigned on it. School of nursing, Boromir Hospital were accredited. School of nursing, school of midwifery, school of health technology, St. Joseph Addison was accredited. School of nursing, school of midwifery, school of health technology, I'm calling names so people can go and verify.
So
they were not there. So I'm not telling you what was not there when I started. So yes, I didn't do much because I didn't share the money. What people consider here doing is sharing public wealth. And above all, you go and ask, I had 35 billion worth of outstanding gratuities and pension. I cleared it. Those who received it are there. If you go there, they celebrate.
35 billion debt of the state to pensioners, that's what he meant. Some states, Kogi State, me, I know that one personally, they've not paid pension for years. Owing people for years. How are we moving forward when you're allowing your old people die from poverty? People that put their sweat and blood into the country, allow them die in poverty, in penury.
I live in Anambra State today. That's where I live, and people see me every day because I was able to do that. And above all, I left 75 billion.
Okay.